Alright, hello, welcome everyone to another top video. This top video is for Smite guides who I feel that should be nerfed. This is not a requirement for nerf or should be needed. I just feel like they should be nerfed. Starting off this list at number 5, we have what's called Qiqi, aka Shablaki. Shablaki right here is kind of ridiculous. He has a one that is basically a self boost, aka a buff that makes him do more damage, makes him ridiculous. And then he also has a 2, which is 2 is kind of a cone of darts that do tick over time, which is a lot of tick, too much tick for my liking. But he has a 3, which is his third ability right here being used. I feel is ridiculous. I feel that should never killed her, but Dark's track in this game apparently, and his 3 does damage, but it makes him CC immune. I'm not fully sure if it is immune to damage or not, because I have also died from the 3 being immune, and I've also not, so it doesn't make sense. I can never figure out which one it is, whether he's just CC immune or CC and damage immune. But man is full out ridiculous, and he has an ult right here which makes him completely like blacked out, just blacks out the enemies to where they don't know where they're going. They can hit walls. I always hit a wall. I used to have a stun, which is a good thing that they got rid of it, because it was kind of ridiculous, and it was an actually long lasting stun because everybody would just stand still as the darkness was happening. So good thing that got nerfed, but the 3 definitely needs to be nerfed or fixed or whatever. Next up we have is Sylvanas, aka the Tree Man, or well, right now I'm playing as the mad scientist that is rocking a robot. But this man is ridiculous off of the sheer fact that he is a guardian, aka, for people who don't really know fully what guardians are, is ridiculous tanky people that has a lot of crowd control, which as you can see right here, he also has crowd control. Now let me go down a list of what this man does. This man right here, first ability, he throws down a plant on the ground that can, if you hit an enemy, it roosts them and also does damage. If you just throw it down on the ground and give it some time, as you can see, a little satellite right over there, back there. Stand in that circle and then you get mana regen, or faster mana regen. So I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's a decent ability, but we need to talk about his 2 on the crazy healing and sustain that this man has is ridiculous. You should not be healing for almost close to like 100 per tick, and you're not really building anything that's healing wise or like trying to help you heal. As you can see, I am clearly outclassing these people with Sylvanas. I mean, 3-0. I don't even know what I was basically doing that whole time except for thrashing people. Y'all thought that I was the support? No, I am the carry and the support. I am the duo lane. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there that I am the duo lane. Okay, next up we have is his root. Not his root, but his little grappling grab. I don't know what you want to call it. I call it the scorpion get over here. And then also we have an ult, which is ult pops up people in the air, also does ticks over time. Doesn't really do that much damage unless you actually build damage, but it's a really good CC. But mainly this man is way too tanky. I don't know what type of like base stats that he has to make him like this, but it's ridiculous, and I'm kind of getting tired of playing against Sylvanas. So next up we have is Jingwei. Jingwei is not even, shouldn't even be part of this game because she has the ability of air dodge, aka she needs to take her little butt back over to Smash Bros. Look at this. Wait for it to come up. You see, you thought he was going to get away? Psych. Air dodge. Look, on his head. That is ridiculous. Let me go ahead and fly about a good quarter of the map for no apparent reason and kill this dude. Jingwei is the little pigtail demon. She should not be in this game whatsoever. This is kind of a ridiculous god. She does way too much damage output. Her 2 is probably the only thing in her kit that I feel that should not be nerfed. Her 1 is a huge pop-up to enemies to just knock them up in the air. Does quite a bit of damage because it's her wave clear. See, look at that. Ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Then of course her 2 is another buff, but it's just an attack speed. Then also you have her 3, which is, as you can tell from what I was doing, is to help her air dodge. And she is kind of ridiculous. And then also you have what's called her ult. Her ult is, from what you've seen before, is me going on the ground and basically going up in the air, doing damage on the ground, have little pocket grenades in my back pocket. So her kit is pretty ridiculous. Her passive is also ridiculous from what you could tell. Look at this. Look at that. Let me just cut 1/3 of the map for no reason and be already up in lane. Doesn't make sense. Next up we have is Serket. Serket, look at how ridiculous she is. What kind of jungler needs to have poison that's like that? Look at the clapping cheeks for no apparent reason. It's only 5 minutes in the game. This would have been a triple kill, but you know, Nuwa exists. So Serket is another guy that I think is kind of ridiculous. She is the what's called ultimate escape god in my eyes. No such thing as Loki because nobody plays as Loki. I think she has what's called the basic fastest movement character. 2 is too much. She can get away. She has 2 dash for no reason. 1 dash actually both of them does damage. Let me correct myself. Both of them 100% does damage. And then she also has a taunt. Her taunt is her 2. Her taunt is crazy. I think if you hit both of them, it does silence them and also bring them towards you. She's ridiculous. Her ult is also ridiculous. Let me grab onto you, stab you in the neck with my tail, and then watch you suffer and die. That's what she does. It's wild on the fact that she can actually chase down enemies. Look what I'm doing to him right now. Ridiculous. He thought he was going to get away. No, say psych right now. I didn't even need to jump on him. I just felt like it. I don't like that god. Next up we have is Alqiang. Alqiang is the last one. Look at this. He turns into a whole dragon. I don't think there is much more to say about this guy that he needs a whole new rework. Come on now. He turns into a whole dragon in the sky. Watch me do something crazy right here. Like, look at this. This is what, 5 minutes in the game. Just chilling. Let me dive tower. No reason. Got the kill. The end. Man is ridiculous. He has his 1 is like a little invisible blink, makes him invisible forever, and his 2 has dragons, whether you could throw him or you can hit the crap out of somebody. His 3 is just a miniature rat nut, but in water form. Look at this. Ridiculous. She thought she was going to get away. And of course, for what you've seen before, his ult is 100% the dragon. He turns himself into a whole dragon up in the sky. Whenever the blue X's pop up, that's when I can use it. It's ridiculous. God is so ridiculous. He does way too much damage output. But that's going to be it for this video. These guys should be nerfed. Please reevaluate your whole life and try playing these guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Thank you.